I saw so many negative things. Journalism this day is less often honest, but it became even clearer. The division that we can see within the tech community on YouTube. The tech genre on YouTube is in a very weird place right now. Let me explain. So, for a while, I've been noticing strange behaviors within the YouTube side of tech. It is almost exuding a journalistic atmosphere. So, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, generally, the main goal of articles or journalistic articles these days are to entertain and to advertise something or to support certain ideology, and sometimes they go to a very far length to achieve that. And so, combining these intentions, we have a situation where journalism this day is less often honest, but is more keen to be skewed toward one side or another, because staying at one end of the spectrum will give them more benefits at the end of the day. And that is how I feel about a lot of the things that are happening within the tech community nowadays. Initially, I thought that feeling is just from me, but after the recent Apple's event, it became even clearer. The division that we can see within the tech community on YouTube. And here's how I came to this conclusion. Watching the Apple's event overall, very late at night, because here in Cambodia it was 12 AM when it was being showed on the live stream. But overall, I thought that the event wasn't that bad. It was a 6.5 out of 10 for my rating. Not the best, but it wasn't bad either. It was just average for Apple. The Apple Watch upgrade wasn't too great, but I thought that the iPhone ultimately has a decent upgrade, especially in comparison to last year's announcement. And I sort of went through the entire Apple's event with different emotions like excitement, boredom, confusion, and feeling perplexed about the entire things that was announced. And to be honest, I was also a bit wowed with some of the cool things that Apple had on display with the announcement. So when I finished it at around 1:20 AM in the morning, I thought to myself that, okay, the Apple event was decent, not much happened, let's make a video about it tomorrow. And that was about a few days ago. And I was like, I wonder what other people within the tech community are thinking. And man, oh man, on the next day when I turned on social media, either on Twitter, Facebook, Instagrams, or YouTube, there were a lot of videos made toward the events, and I saw so many negative things, or I would say hatred toward the event and also the iPhone itself. Now, if it is toward the Apple Watch, I would understand that because it wasn't much new feature, just small tidbit here and there, but overall the main focus is on the iPhone, and it was decent in my opinions. But I was confused as to how much negativity was surrounding the announcement itself. People who think that the event felt off, people who think that the event wasn't good, and fair enough, those are your opinions, I completely respect that. But there are people who raise concerns or negative points about the event, saying that, oh, the iPhone this year is no different from last year, almost everything is the same. Basically, making videos on the negative aspect on the iPhone, sometimes, in my opinion, with no actual consideration or deeping the new technology that was announced on the Apple's event. And there are literally memes saying that, oh, do not buy the iPhone this year, oh my god, it's so bad. The only thing that changes is the port. The camera stay the same, yada yada yada. But actually, there are a lot more that was changed on the new iPhone. The camera seems to remain the same, but the inside of it, the computational photography of it, and so many other things were changed. Granted, it seems like Apple is taking a cheap route, promoting their A17 chip to call it Pro chip, but still, there are greater things that were announced during the event. And so seeing all of those, I would say, senseless negativity, it sort of confirmed, my realization that I mentioned earlier, where within the tech industry or the tech genre on YouTube, it is so saturated, and so people need to go on the extreme end in order to stand out. Either to say, do not buy the iPhone, or to say, buy the iPhone, it's good, or it's bad. And in my opinion, if it is not tech opinions on the extreme end to a certain extent, it's fine, it's your opinion. But when it comes to tech, it is not the same. It should be expressed on how it is factually. And the facts that we cannot deny is that the new iPhone comes with features that are, I would say, good, that are decent. You know, new port, next generation portrait modes, and other cool features on the iPhone. And of course, there are scummy things that were done, but it's not just all negative, there were positive as well. And people who are spinning it to be completely positive or completely negative, I would say they're just playing the games of going on the extreme end. And I don't really see that as honesty within the tech community. And I also just think that as a tech YouTuber, not me, but other famous tech YouTubers, they should give credits to devices or to events that produces good points, and also be honest about the bad point as well, but to understand both sides, because this is not a game of politics, it's technology. There are good and bad, and of course there are your opinion as well, but make sure to state both and allow the users to make decisions on their own, not you forcing your judgment toward other people and speaking points that support one extreme end or another. For example, by saying completely negative things about the iPhone, you want to rally up those who hate the iPhone, or to say completely positive thing about the iPhone, you want to rally those who love the iPhone. We are seeing less and less of people who actually, you know, present both sides and allow the consumers to make their own decision. And I am seeing that as a lacking point in how YouTubers critique technology these days. And on the topic of critiquing, I do believe that we should do so with standards, by giving depth and information and priority to details of the specification of the tech. You know, I don't think that just by saying, oh, I don't think this feature is good, and then just moving on with our day, I don't think that's a good thing. And the same goes on the other side. We cannot just say that it is a good thing and just move on with our days. We should provide depth into what we are presenting. And I am definitely not perfect. I am like you guys. I am an audience of the platform. Though I make videos, I'm not a YouTuber. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a YouTuber with 300 subscribers. Nah. I just want to present my opinions that as an audience, that is how I see things being played out in this tech community, the tech genre. And in my opinion, MKBHD or Marcus Brownlee does tech videos with genuinely good points and criticism that feels like he actually makes a point and he allows the consumers or the audience to make their own decision. And I respect Marquez a lot because he doesn't make video to get you to feel a certain way, but rather it is the essence inside the video that entertains us, whereas other people will try to get you to click and leave the video feeling a certain way about a product. And that feelings can be anger or feeling overhyped about a features that doesn't really seem practical. And of course, it is not just Marquez who does this kind of genuinely good video. There are also other video on the side as well. But it's just my opinion that Marquez does it better. And a lot of those content creators who I respect, who make videos on tech, they also seem to be shifting their videos and their ideology toward that side of journalism to go on the extreme end as well. And I'm sort of losing respect for some of them. Of course, I'm not going to mention name, but I do hope that tech people or tech content creators in general can be honest and genuine about what they are presenting and what they are making videos about, and not just to get attention or make you feel a certain way about a product. And actually, there are a lot more things I want to say about this situation, but I don't want myself to overthink too much and get it all wrong. So I want to see how this will unfold in the next few months or years. Let's see how it goes first, and if there is anything that I want to update on this situation, in my opinion, I'll make a new video. But all of these things inside the video, that is just how I feel, and that is just how I think. How about you guys? What are your opinions on the matter? As an audience like myself, do you feel the same way about the tech community? Leave your comment in the section down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye and peace.